I didn't expect the dollar bill to land on my shoe. Not there. Not in front of 200 people. Not while my wife's lipstick was still drying on her mouth from kissing me goodbye before she walked straight into another man's arms. It happened so fast I almost believed I had imagined it. He leaned in, expensive cologne, arrogant smile, fingers wrapped around her waist as if he owned her, and dropped the bill like he was paying a street performer. "For the trouble," he whispered. "For tonight, she's with me." My wife didn't even flinch. She looked at me, almost apologetically. Almost, but not enough. And that's when something inside me stopped. Not shattered, not broke, just stopped. A cold, clean silence filled my head, pushing the noise of the party far away. The clinking glasses, the forced laughter, the flashing lights, it all blurred into static. I watched her leave with him. I didn't follow. I didn't shout. I didn't ask why. I just stood there with that dollar bill burning in my hand. And somewhere in that silence, a single thought anchored itself in my mind, like a nail driven straight into bone. You don't know me yet. Not her. Not him. Not anyone. I didn't confront her when she stumbled home the next morning. Hair messy, dress wrinkled, perfume mixed with cologne that wasn't mine. She tried to smile, but her eyes flickered. Fear, guilt, calculation? I couldn't tell. She spoke too quickly, making excuses no one asked for. "You weren't answering your phone. I thought maybe you left early." I nodded, silent, controlled. Inside, something darker had begun to breathe. I watched her. Her trembling hands, her shifting gaze, her lie-soaked heartbeat pulsing in her neck. There was no denial, no attempt to hide. She simply assumed I would take it, endure it, like always. That was her first mistake. Her second was thinking I would confront her emotionally. I never fight where emotions live. I fight where truth does. Over the next days, I collected silence the way other men collect weapons. Phone records, location history, bank statements. A transfer she sent him at 2:14 a.m. for the room. Each detail slid into place with a cold, satisfying click. I watched her move around the house like nothing happened, cooking, smiling, practicing the innocence she used to get away with everything. She didn't know I changed nothing. No routine, no tone, no distance. Calm men are invisible. Calm men are underestimated. Calm men end marriages without raising their voice. The truth arrived in the form of a message, not from her, from him. A picture, them together. His hand gripping her waist, her face buried in his shoulder. Both of them laughing. And below it, his text. "She chose luxury. You can keep your pride." I stared at the image for a long time, not because it hurt, but because it confirmed everything I already knew. I printed it, slid it into an envelope, placed it on the dining table where she would see it first thing in the morning, and then I changed the locks. Not out of rage, out of clarity. Some people lose everything slowly. I prefer clean cuts. She came home at noon. I heard the key scrape against the lock, again and again, until her breathing turned sharp. Then the knocking started, not gentle, pounding, desperate. "Open the door! What's going on?" I let her knock until the panic soaked through her voice. Then I opened it halfway. Her eyes went straight to the envelope behind me. "What is that?" she whispered. "Truth," I said. I handed it to her. No trembling, no hesitation, no emotion. Her hands shook as she opened it, her face drained. Her lips parted, but no words came out. And then her phone rang. She answered automatically, still staring at the picture. The voice on the other end was furious, loud enough for me to hear. "You didn't tell me your husband is rich, really rich. He sent me a cease and desist. He froze your transfer, and he told the hotel who you are. They're threatening to sue me because you lied about being single." Her knees buckled. He kept shouting, "You didn't tell me he owns the building I rented? He got me banned. Do you know what kind of mess you dragged me into?" She stared at me like she was seeing me for the first time. A man she miscalculated. A man she thought was ordinary, replaceable, small. Her third mistake. She dropped the phone. It kept screaming on the ground. "Please," she whispered, reaching for me, "we can fix." No. Just one word. Sharp, clean, final. I closed the door slowly. Her voice cracked on the other side, pleading, begging, breaking. I didn't listen. I didn't need to. The truth had already done the work. And as the quiet returned, that cold silence inside me settled deeper. Not emptiness, freedom. I walked away, leaving her outside with the ruins she created. Some doors don't need to be slammed. Some doors simply stop opening.